3 soldiers killed in the drone strike on U.S. military outpost in Jordan have been identified as Sergeant William Rivers, 46 years old, Specialist Kennedy Sanders, 24 years old, Specialist Breonna Moffett, 23 years old, all from Georgia in the U.S. Army Reserves. Earlier today, the White House was asked if Joe Biden would be present for the dignified transfer. And of course, they had this to say.
John, do you expect the president would go to Dover for the dignified transfer when these Americans are returned to the United States?
I don't have anything on his schedule to speak to.
Now, U.S. Army combat veteran, Florida Congressman Brian Mast. Congressman, first of all, thank you for our freedom. Shocker, Biden can't make time for the dignified transfer. Remember the last time he did make time? He was checking his watch as the caskets, the draped caskets, were passing in front of him.
Man, what a painful thing to hear a president of the United States of America be represented by in words, to think about that. Not on his schedule, doesn't have time for it. I don't know, he's got to be sitting in a rocking chair with a blanket on or something. And you compare that to the comments that were made by the press secretary, Karine Jean-Pierre, and her saying essentially the folks that were killed fighting on behalf of the Biden administration. None of this gives dignity and honor to the people that were killed, the service members, the warriors that were killed because of their sense of duty to this country. I couldn't have more internal rage and feel insulted about what is being spoken by them. I don't have words for it.
Honestly, Congressman, if he's just going to show up and check his watch and look around and not be attentive and respectful, he should just stay home anyway. But they're probably better. The families are probably, Gold Star families now, are probably better without him there. Here's the other thing. When asked about these 160 now attacks on U.S. installations in the Middle East a couple of weeks ago, listen to what Biden said. Here's his plan. Listen.
I wonder, what is your message to Hezbollah and its backer, Iran? Don't come across the border. Don't escalate this war.
That's right.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of another one, but take a listen to the other one, Kamala Harris.
Don't.
As President Biden said, just don't.
Exactly. One word. Pretty straightforward.
Congressman, if you remember Kamala Harris, when she was made border czar, her big answer to the border invasion going on, what are you going to do? I'm going to tell them, don't come. They have no policy. They're clueless. We got to get rid of these people, sir.
They have no policy on any front, whether you're talking about Afghanistan, whether you're talking about Syria, whether you're talking about border. They don't have policy. You put it the exact right way. And if you want to compare something that they do, let's look at the way that they'll go out there and they'll talk about, let's say, their work on the border, and they're more concerned with offending those people on the other side of the border than swinging the stick as hard as they can for the American people, for we the people. You always have to juxtapose the two sides that they're dealing with, and it always seems as though they're more concerned about offense of the other side instead of representing Americans that are at home, that are going to work, that want to see their government do work for them. That's never the concern for this administration. They don't plan for it. They don't work for it. And whenever it comes down to it, they end up having to essentially apologize for their failed policy that ends up going deadly wrong in so many circumstances.
So many. 3 more dead Americans due to weak politicians up top. Congressman Brian Mast, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. Hey everyone, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, please click like and subscribe. I will be back on YouTube with more exclusive content, so stay tuned.